But Dr. Ayuk, are there success stories indeed where we have countries where have these mineral resources, but yet still have had to make sure that they do not increasingly have these conflict zones and the interest of the West, and of course the unseen hands as well? Are there success stories like that, please?
Thank you, and thank you, Cotin, for giving me the space. Before I get into the answer of success story, of course there are some. When you look at countries like Botswana, if you look at Ghana itself, it is a country that has been able to make sure these resources shouldn't be an attractive area for wars. So when it comes into managing those resources and ensuring that everybody benefits from accountable, I would like to move a little bit on how people actually make money, and companies and individuals, especially when you look at the war in the southern Cameroons. There are projects for individuals, the projects that were initiated, and people have used the war as an opportunity to get into endemic embezzlements. Endemic embezzlements, projects from oil palm meal production to clinics. Individuals have decided to swindle that money because they know that it's a war and they are intimidating the people because they belong to the regime with high powerness. There are also issues that you realize that the war, people create a necessary emergency, especially when you look at the war on terror or the terror law, anti-terrorism law. A lot of strong states have misrepresented the anti-terrorism law and are using those laws to punish their opponents and punish, people that are simple protesters. The same thing happened in southern Cameroon when people decided to protest and the government invoked the anti-terrorism law and it decided to clamp on the people. When you look at individual benefiting, there is an individual, for example, called a chief in one village in a division in southern Cameroon is actually in a Bojok subdivision. I want to use this as an example how people can use the war for their own benefit and torture and punish their own people. But they make economic gains. There is what is called the United Nations Industrial Development Office. There is a project that was to promote palm oil production in the whole of Central and West Africa to allow, as Emmanuel talked about, the agricultural dimension of war. You could look at this to allow palm oil production to increase the capacity, because even though Cameroon produces palm oil, it still imports about 60,000 tons of palm oil a year, which means that a country, an agrarian country, is not supposed to do that. So this United Nations Industrial Development Organization, UNIDO, and the Common Fund for Commodities, CFC, it created a project to up the production capacity of oil palm production in West and Central Africa to about 2 tons per hour, so 2 tons per hour to up that production. But what millions of dollars were channeled to this particular individual, Michael B. Oru, who presents himself as a chief, but people consider him illegitimate because of the atrocities that he's committing against his own people. These millions of dollars were looted in the name of war. And when people started talking about the money that has been looted, a lot of them were clamped down. This chief promoted a extrajudicial killing within the village of Nkot, which is part of a community in the in the Imojok subdivision. So you realize that it moved not only extrajudicial killing, it moved to bullying tactics using the military courts.
If you give me 20 seconds, I will guarantee that you sign 20 clients. How? Well, I'm going to help you use the exact same.
And the police and some of his cronies are also involved in this type of money-making syndicates through outright embezzlement. So Bureau Michael have been responsible for a lot of extrajudicial killing, has been responsible for embezzlement, using the war as a sanctuary to cover those financial gains for themselves and the atrocities they commit, which are war crimes and create wars, serious war crimes against humanity. So these are some of the implications that we see when war. This is a project that was supposed to improve the livelihood of the people, not only in that village, but in the whole of the Imojok subdivision of Cameroon. And there are similar projects in other parts of Cameroon and in Nigeria, especially the Cross River is also a beneficiary of that project. I don't know what the money that was initiated for that project in Cross River has been done, but we decided to zoom into in the area that we have influence in Cameroon, we have access to, and to see the level of endemic corruption and embezzlement that millions of dollars have been looted by an individual. He's sitting in Yaoundé, he's building houses in Limbe, and so on and so forth, in different places of Cameroon. And the people are languishing in poverty. Nothing has been done. So you could see that those are some of the daring consequences of war.
I see. We'll take a break at this point. Right, go ahead.
If you look at the other aspect of it, you look at gas, oil and gas. If you look at in southern Cameroon, you look at the Bekasi Peninsula, which is an oil-rich peninsula. It is around the Cross River estuary and the Ray estuary. And this oil-rich peninsula belongs to southern Cameroon, but is governed by the government of Cameroon, and it's poorly governed. And even though there is war going on, there are companies that are benefiting from these oil resources, such as Perenco is benefiting from that. Glencore is notorious, one of those companies that are benefiting from that. New Age Petroleum, you can name the rest. Their productions are going on. Everything is happening. They are looting, even other resources like timber. But when oil has become so endemic as when it comes to war, promoting wars, oil, gold, and diamond, and whatsoever, oil and gas has become so notorious. So when you look at what is happening, but people do not want to say anything. The economy, the business people do not want to say. The government, the politicians are overlooking it. But this is a war that has displaced millions of people. A lot are refugees. And when the people talk, the anti-terrorism law is misled, is misused. Protesters are arrested, non-violent activists are being arrested and punished. You see, with the complacency of the government of Nigeria and Cameroon, activists from southern Cameroon who were residing in Nigeria as refugees were kidnapped, adopted in Nigeria, and illegally transferred to Cameroon, where they were given life sentences. It is because of what? The interest that plays, people benefiting from oil and gas and other resources that are in this region. And they feel that war is the only way to continue benefiting.
I see. We'll take a break at this point. When we come back, I want us to talk about the issues of the bodies, the international bodies, and of course African blocs as well, ECOWAS and its sisters, of course the African Union, the United Nations itself. There was also a move. These conversations started about some 3-4 years ago where.
Thank you very much, Dr. Patrick Ayuk. This one are one of those kind of situations the way, people in the ground zero way, they use this struggle for their advantage. That means say they use this struggle to make their money. And at the end of the day, the people the way that they dine and wine with the regime. Sometimes the you ask yourself, say, but Why be saying some people then they only can fight against we? Why be some man where you know the one cash that name say Amber? You understand? Nobody even says Amber don't do so to a battle. Now because of your personal interest, there are people like that on the ground. People then they take side with La Republic because they believe say they can try, they can they can prevail, they can succeed when there is chaos and when they get the backing of a Kelebe then. A lot of them they so not be only this one way Dr. Pachi talk about. Some guy in the ground zero way they don't hijack petrol business, fungi business. People in the ground zero they don't hijack certain things them, cocoa, all this kind of thing them. Some clique, the cartel. Can you imagine? But we keep on saying that our collective, our togetherness will fish out all these people then. I want to thank again Dr. Pacha. When I stumble over this video, when I watch this video, I say, hey, let me say this kind of thing that they happen, and people are like this way the day for our community. How we go do solve them? How we go do solve the problem? Honestly speaking, the kind of people them, and the real people, and you say Ambazonia freedom fighter, they begin to arrest them. Yes, they're supposed to arrest them. And a real target than this, because these are people who enable the occupation of our land. They thrive in chaos. They thrive in in banditry, corruption, and all the terrible things that happen in La Republic. So thank you again very much, Dr. Pachi Ayuk. And I want to employ una to watch this platform. Say, we'll get the opportunity. If you be an Ambazonian somewhere, if you get opportunity to talk to the international community or to the international world, if you get opportunity to talk for any media, radio, TV, anything, my brother, my sister, Jody push and push them, Jody shoot and they go. Because we don't know say way information will reach some person, we go want decide for act in our favor. And so we go for the push. All man, all we will fight in a fight. All we be fight at them, all we be combatant them until freedom comes. Now so we go push them and we go. Shake, shake, they share the video as far as you can. May God bless you now. And happy new month for all una. And happy new month for people the way they be make April Fool yesterday. Some people they be take me for April Fool as well. So I just wish everybody a happy new month. May God bless you. God bless your family. God bless all man when I do good for ground zero. If you watch the video, God bless you. Make sure so you share them for other people then, because we need to expose our societal ills. People the way they inside our community for continue for the cause chaos. People the way they take money, public funds, money will not be their own. They put them for their pocket. They so plenty, both inside La Republic and except for inside Ambazonian struggle. But we're not going to stop for the expose these terrible people who are a cankerworm to our progress. God bless you and God bless Southern Cameroon. Thank you for watching.